These were the moments that jumped off the page. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 shocking moments in comics. In this list, we will focus on the way moments unfolded from the comic book issues, regardless of how they were portrayed or changed for TV or cinema. Number 10. Magneto rips out Wolverine's skeleton.
That remarkable metal doesn't run through your entire body, does it?
As fire is weak against water, so too should the outcome of a battle between Magneto and Wolverine not shock anyone. Wolverine's skeleton is entirely coated in the fictional metallic alloy adamantium, meaning that Magneto's mutant ability to manipulate magnetism is especially deadly to him.
Let's point those claws of yours in a safer direction.
However, since Magneto has never actually crossed the line by killing an X-Man, this moment came the closest. The sheer horrific image of Wolverine's skeleton being torn from his body would shock anyone, and the implications for one of Marvel's most popular characters were equally as troubling. What horrific onslaught would this unleash? Number 9. Archie dies. Okay, so it's maybe not the first name you think of when you hear comic books, but this one was still a doozy. When Archie introduced the first gay character, Kevin Keller, to Riverdale's idyllic 1960s time bubble of a small-town America, it caused a storm. But when Archie is killed protecting Keller from an assassin's bullet, it set off an earthquake. It was a risky move to kill off the series' namesake, Archie Andrews, with no sign of a Superman-like resurrection. Archie's altruistic act was unmistakably relevant in a time when the American consciousness was still wrestling with gun control and gay marriage. Number 8. Joker kills Robin.
I think you may have a collapsed lung. That always impedes the oratory.
A death in the family is no laughing matter. In this tragic Batman series, Robin, aka Jason Todd, is abducted, beaten, tortured, and then blown up by the Bat's arch nemesis, the Joker.
Wow, that looked like it really hurt.
Readers were actually allowed to call in to vote on the fate of Jason Todd, who had become increasingly unpopular in the comics. Although voting was close, the sheer extent of the torture Todd is put through before his untimely end was enough to make everyone take pause.
What hurts more, A or B?
This being comics, it really wasn't the end for Jason.
Jason.
Yes.
As this series of events set the groundwork for the equally popular Red Hood series.
What bothers you more? That your greatest failure has returned from the grave? Or that I've become a better Batman than you?
Number 7. Marvel's Civil War.
This isn't freedom. This is fear.
This was Marvel's war on terror, as it challenged our comfort level about national security following the wake of 9/11. The assassinations of members of the Avengers set into motion a government program to rein in costumed heroes and villains. Pitting hero against hero, the shocking moments came thick and fast in Civil War. Iron Man became the tyrant for big government, Spider-Man is unmasked on TV, and Captain America dies. Although it's full of heavy-handed symbolism, Civil War is still one of the best what-if scenarios to come out in recent years.
It's stuff like this that gives me trust issues.
Number 6. The Watchmen's twist ending.
15 million people killed.
Considered to be many to be the greatest comic of all time,
Just a matter of time, I suppose.
The Watchmen's gritty realism and prismatic depth make it a serious page-turner from start to finish. But perhaps the most shocking was when ex-Caped Crusader Ozymandias is revealed as the true villain behind an alien attack on Earth.
Adrian, we know everything.
Then what's there to discuss, Dan?
Plenty.
Millions were murdered under the pretext of an alien invasion that would come to unite the Earth already on the brink of a nuclear holocaust. Ozymandias then convinces the Watchmen to see his plot through, to the point that Dr. Manhattan kills fellow masked crusader Rorschach, who threatened to go public with the truth.
Do it!
Number 5. Batman beats Superman. It's been the subject of comic book store theory for generations. Finally, legendary writer Frank Miller answered our prayers.
You say you answer to some sort of authority. They only want me dead because I'm an embarrassment. Because I do what they can't. What kind of authority is that?
In this titanic battle, the Dark Knight TKOs the Man of Steel in a surprise upset. Sure, he used a power suit, but he's also well into his 50s at this point. Superman's beatdown is billed in modern comic lore as the mortal without powers who defeated a god.
If it isn't me, it'll just be someone else.
Really? Who do they send after you?
And with these badass lines, the Bat immortalized his victory and then passes away. Or does he?
In all the years to come, in your most private moments, I want you to remember the one man who beat you.
Number 4. The Joker paralyzes Barbara Gordon. Alan Moore delivers yet another provocative panel seared into comic book lore. When Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl, opens her door with her morning coffee, she is gunned down by the Joker as her father, Commissioner Gordon, watched helplessly. It's one of the most hauntingly effective uses of silent panels in comic history. As Barbara lay in her pool of own blood, the violent image of Batgirl's exposed state and violated home gasped generations of comic readers, paralyzing Barbara, ending Batgirl's career, and beginning Oracle's. Number 3. Bane breaks the Bat.
I was wondering what would break first. Your spirit? Oh, your buddy!
In yet another iconic scene from the Batman tales, Bane arrived on the scene to claim his place as the new force to be reckoned with in the Rogues Gallery. After discerning Batman's identity, Bane forced Batman into fighting criminals throughout the night as he waited for him to return to Wayne Manor. When Batman emerged from the Batcave, exhausted and exposed, Bane surprises him, beats him to a pulp, and snaps his back, leaving Batman a paraplegic. And, unlike in the movie, there was no miracle prison chiropractor to help fix him.
It has to be put back.
Number 2. Doomsday and Superman kill each other. In 1994, the DC Universe and the rest of the world along with it bereaved the death of the last son of Krypton, Superman. After their epic battle, the most iconic superhero in comic book history was killed by the super adaptive and highly evolved monster experiment, Doomsday. Thankfully, Superman's death, like his subsequent capeless blue costume, was short-lived before his resurrection. Not only iconic in and of itself, this formula began a precedence of regularly occurring high-profile superhero deaths and subsequent resurrections in comics. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Bucky? Who the hell is Bucky?
Number 1. Gwen Stacy's death.
Fight me! Let her go!
When the Green Goblin threw Gwen Stacy off a bridge, Spider-Man was in fact able to catch her. However, the sudden stop from being caught by the webbing snapped her neck and killed her instantly, forever changing the comic book universe in the process. This was a major event for a number of reasons. Not only did Spider-Man fail to save the girl, but he technically succeeded in what he was trying to do, which was catch her, and she was killed because of it. The death was so sudden and out of place that many mark this as the moment that ended the Silver Age of comic books, starting comics off on a path to darker and more disturbing themes, making it an easy pick for our number 1 most shocking moment in comic book history. Do you agree with our list? Which shocking moment would you have put on the list? For more unbelievable top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.